Have you ever felt?
Are you listening? Damn.
What's up, YouTube? Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Race to 100. I'm Neil Batang.
Hi, I'm Rick Thorcell, and we are on episode number 80.
And 80 down, 20 more to go. Today we're just going to get to the point, finally, after all these years and consistent backlash from the community, Michael Jordan spoke up for racial equality.
Hometown boy.
Yeah, with an interview with the Undefeated, he pretty much addressed two things. First, he talked about the lives of black people being aimlessly killed, taken away, and then he talked about how black folk shouldn't violently retaliate by killing police for no reason. So he didn't quite say Black Lives Matter, he didn't quite say Blue Lives Matter, but he did address some social issues that have been happening in the country.
You know what did say Black Lives Matter and Blue Lives Matter?
What?
His money.
His money does? Yeah, clearly. His money clearly does.
Well, you heard he donated $1 million.
So he broke some dough off to those in support of Black Lives Matter. Well, I don't even want to say that because he never quite said Black Lives Matter, and I was just hoping that we would finally get Michael Jordan to sit there and say, you know what, screw the BS, Black Lives Matter, but we haven't been able to get him to do that yet, and I'm not sure exactly why.
Well, he's never been one to do that. He's a corporation to himself.
Yeah. I mean, and you know, he's been ridiculed. Excuse me, I shouldn't say ridiculed. He's been
ridiculed,
chastised by the black
Anthony.
community. Black activists have said over and over, Michael Jordan has chosen commerce over conscience.
That is the common quote that's going around.
And that is not okay, and he's been, again, chastised for it for decades, but it's about time for him to finally stand up for what he believes in and show that, yeah, like, this type of stuff that's happening isn't okay. Rix, what do you feel about that? Because you know what I say. I truly believe that I know that people who are in power that influence the masses should speak out against the wrongdoings of others. I wish Michael Jordan took a more firm stance in doing so. What do you feel about that?
I think that he made it pretty clear that from his position, while he doesn't take the radical stance that a lot of members of the Black Lives Matter movement do in the need for immediate and systematic change, he does acknowledge that his experience as a black man is different from those individuals who are advocating this sort of change, being Michael Jordan. I mean, being this corporate entity, being this more or less deity, that he's above politics, he's above the social controversies of the day, that he is just Michael Jordan. And it's tough, because when you establish yourself as a business, your name means everything.
You know why he did it, right, Ritz? You know why he spoke out, right?
Tell me why.
Let me tell you why he spoke out, and I'm going to tell you guys exactly why Michael Jordan spoke out. Because when he saw the young brothers of LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, Dwayne Wade, when he sees all these young brothers that are signed to his Jordan brand that he more or less influenced throughout the years, and he shows them stepping it up, it's like, damn, my little brothers are doing their thing. I better get on the ball as well and follow suit. And that is exactly why he spoke up finally. Those guys set an example. They said, listen, Mike, we're getting money out here and we're speaking out against things that matter and that we don't stand for. It's not okay. And he was like, shoot, well, if my little brothers are doing it, I better get on top of my you-know-what and do the same.
I would disagree.
Tell me why.
I think that this at a personal level has touched him on some level, for him to actually speak out, not just with his voice, but with his money. And you see over the course of the past couple of decades, there have been so many controversies that NBA players have stood up for. You have Derrick Rose, LeBron James with the I Can't Breathe.
None of whom were Michael Jordan, Ricks. Finally, it took all of this crazy stuff to happen for Michael Jordan to finally say, I think
that it was at a personal level, not as look at all these other people doing it. I think that it was finally his personal decision, watching the media, watching everything that was going on, to finally say, me as a black man, and yes, I am a black man, that this is something that I need to speak out on.
Okay, so let me ask you a question then, Rick. So, let's say LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, and Dwayne Wade never speak up at the ESPYs. let's say these WNBA females don't protest and support Black Lives Matter and are fined, and those fines got rescinded, which we said should happen. Good job, ladies. Let's say none of those events ever occur. Do you think that Michael Jordan still speaks up for racial equality with the undefeated.org?
Yes, absolutely.
So regardless of what those guys did.
I absolutely think that he does.
Okay.
Because the way that the media is, this is a culminating thing where there's a lot of anger on both sides.
Okay.
There is this tangible feeling of this country is falling apart from both the African American perspective as well as the white perspective, and it is something that it's like chaos. And for somebody like Michael Jordan to view it from the macro perspective, because he's more or less above everything.
Okay.
He's above politics. He's above the social
Yeah.
perspectives, and it's just it's where he's at.
Yeah. And what I'm going to say to those who are watching, hopefully the black elites finally get to catch us on Race to 100. I'm going to say this: just because you guys are in power does not mean you can't speak up for what's wrong and still profit handsomely off of it. I.e., LeBron James, Carmelo Anthony, Chris Paul, and Dwayne Wade. You are so powerful and influential that we hope you can look in the mirror and realize who you are as black people and the influence that you are having against or for all of these people, that it doesn't really matter what you say. If you say the right thing, it'll resonate well with the masses, and you won't have to worry about losing money from your wallet. And that's all I have to say about that. It's nice to see that guys like LeBron James realize that much earlier, much sooner than someone like Michael Jordan.
They have less to lose. They have less to lose.
LeBron James will be the next billionaire athlete. He will be a billionaire at a younger age than Michael.
He's not right now.
No, but he will be.
The reality is that in the moment,
okay, so when
he's allowed the flexibility to be able to speak his
so
mind.
so when he
Because he's playing his game. He doesn't have
Michael
the political and economic and social influence.
Michael Jordan is more powerful than LeBron James, but LeBron James speaks out against them. LeBron James will be more powerful than Michael, all right? And he did it differently.
I mean, that's not.
Okay, well, I guess we'll have to.
We're speaking right here, and right now.
Wait and see.
Michael Jordan is more powerful.
But to Mr. Michael Jeffrey Jordan, to quote the light-skinned wonder of the world, Drake, better late than never, but never late is better. And that's all I've got for today. Rix, would you like to add anything else, my brother?
No, that's about it.
Okay. We'll catch you next time on the Race to 100. Peace.